The essence of the divine child. What came in is something I worked with before Christmas, and I've been working with it ever since. And this is really important, I feel, to clear for the inner child. So the space for the inner child to create, to belong here, to open up the qualities, to live, to really drop into oneself. And the topic I want to work on first in the first webinar will be absorption, where we absorbed, other people's topics, other people's health conditions, other people's responsibilities for their actions. So absorption, I would like to work with. Absorption can come into the system because maybe one of your ancestors or yourself lost a twin, for example, in the womb. And for me, absorption is in the collective field. It's a collective theme that's active, very active at the moment, absorbing countries' assets, taking over, absorbing a country. So it's in the collective field. So I really feel that we need to address this first for the inner child to feel safe and to have space to belong here and to open up the qualities of the divine child. So I'd say I'd work first with absorption, and we can clear absorption from the cells. And if you clear it from your system, it clears it from the cells, it clears it from the nervous system, it clears it from the lymphatic system. In the lymphatic system, for example, if there's absorption, you will have too much toxicity and your system will not be able to release the lymphatic system in balance to purification. Too much in the nervous system will be out of regulation or panic attacks in the system. So absorption is the first part I'm going to work with. Um, and then I'll work with the divine essence and the qualities of the inner child, and we'll build the system up for the inner child. So first, as I say, I want to clear the heaviness of absorption and the programs of absorption from the system, from the nervous system, from the cells, from the subconsciousness. It came up very strong. A lot of people I worked with, it was actually the information or the program was in the cells, in the nervous system, in the subconsciousness. Then it becomes a habit. So this is very, very important. It creates money blocks, deals to fall through, not living your potential, burnouts, headaches. A lot of different topics are related to absorption. So this is going to be one of the webinars I'm going to be doing within the four of them, and it's going to make a big shift in the system. It clears all entanglement with strange energies or heavy energies. So I'm looking forward to bringing that through. Another thing which came up very strong, I need to speak out as well. It came in over the Christmas was that I was told that to clear the system in the webinar spaces, for example, that to remind you that when you're working, for example, in a webinar or with me, you're accessing a huge potential to go to the stars and back, a huge potential to change your life, a huge potential to heal many aspects. The work I've been doing for many, many years, every month I'm bringing in new systems, and I was teaching systems and new systems, teaching systems, new systems, bringing through new systems for clearing the genetics, for clearing health, for clearing different systems. So over the year, when I work with you, even if it's in silence within the webinar, there's a huge system behind the systems running that gives you access to all the systems I've ever worked with, and also, my full being's access. So what I was told to share was that it's not a regular webinar. It's not a regular work that I do. And if you think it's a regular work, then you're limiting the potential you have when you enter the webinar space or a session. This is a work that has no limitations in the system. This is a work that has got access to systems that can ground and bring in deep, changing, transformational results within you. And every webinar has that potential. So I as I say, it's not a regular work. It's not a regular teaching. And also, If you pay for it, you're paying for the time, but you're not paying for the work. Not entitlement. Entitlement doesn't work within these systems because it's a sacred space, it's a holy space. So within those spaces are grace and gratitude. And also, what I was told to share, when I work, it's bringing down new systems which have never been here before, and they're in creation during the webinars. And they take time to form. Now, I also need the support of the group to form by sharing keys, by acknowledging it, by appreciating it. So this is very important part of creation because the more I feed the child, the more we give to the new systems we're creating, we're birthing new systems with every webinar. And the more support we give to that, I mean appreciation. And then it's opening up and it's strengthening that system. It's almost like a new child came to Earth and you don't acknowledge anything and you leave the room. How does that child feel? It's a brand new child. It's a new system that has been here. But if you celebrate the child or just give a heart or a thank you, then the child is being appreciated. This is this is creation. We're all building systems together, and they're brand new systems which are sacred, not entitlement, sacred. So by entering the webinar space, you're entering a sacred space of creation. And that space is sacred. And everything that comes true is sacred. Everything that is being born is new, is creation, and is from formless to form. So it's forming after, during, and after the webinars. So I invite you to support the container more or just be aware of the container you're entering. Don't limit your potential of entering the webinar spaces. There's an unlimited potential. There's huge systems you're accessing. And I just want to remind you that this is not a normal work. The price is low, very low compared to what the offering is, but that's by choice. It doesn't mean the work is less. It doesn't mean the work is less. Other people charge a lot more, but it doesn't mean the work is less. I want to honor that and bring that information into the system because this then will, if that's in the system, it affects the results you're going to get in each of the webinars. So just bring true, you have unlimited potential by entering the webinar space, unlimited potential. And the whole universe is accessing and supporting us within these webinars. This is the blessing and this is the offering. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, if you'd like to be part of this Inner Child webinar of the Divine Essence, I invite you to be there. Thank you for all your support over the years. Thank you.